Hi, my name is Vanessa Ortiz, and I am doing a presentation on the impact that media has on our children. The following presentation that I will be presenting is a presentation that aims to provide an overview of the concerns that arise on a daily basis about the impact that media may have on our children and adolescents. The reason I chose this topic is because I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I would like to know and understand some of the situations I can come across as she gets older, and how media may affect my daughter's life, whether it's now or in the near future. I would like to know what impact will that have on my daughter. So I'm going to go on with the presentation. The presentation's name is The Impact of Media on Kids. What is social media? Social media refers to interaction among people on which they create, share, and or exchange information and ideas in virtual communities and networks. What is the purpose of social media? The purpose of social media is to find information relevant to research, whether you need to do a project for school, whether you need to do a project for work, or you found out you have an illness and you want to do some research about the illness. The internet is there for those reasons. You can also check your Facebook, you can check your Twitter, you can check your Instagram account, and now there's another one called Snapchat. Those are social medias. You can receive emails, you can download music and other things. Listening to music, you can do some chatting with people, you can even do shopping online. You can shop for things for your home, you can shop for things for your car, you can now even do groceries online and have them be delivered right to the doorstep of your home. What are some of the negative effects that social media may have on our children? Even on our social life, like not just our children, a whole community as a whole. What are the negative effects that media has on our community? Mainly our children, but the whole community as a whole. One of them is that teens who use Facebook more may have psychological disorders, including antisocial behaviors and aggressive tendencies. It can be a bit destructive. People check Facebook, WhatsApp very frequently. The desire to always compare. We compare ourselves to others in terms of looks, travel destinations, shopping sprees, friends, and so on. People do that a lot. If you have a friend that posts on Facebook or Instagram a picture at Bali, Indonesia, and sometimes you will compare yourself to other people just to say that you would like to be there. Maybe you would like to go to Bali in Indonesia, but maybe you can't. So you compare your life to others people's life. Or you are like teens now who like to compare themselves to these celebrities. Khloe Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, Miley Cyrus. There's a lot of celebrities that our kids are comparing themselves to, and it shouldn't be that way. Another negative effects is that all these devices let go of a lot of radiation, such as phone calls through the cell phones, internet over phones. Even idle phone has a lot of radiation around it, and radiation is not good. It can cause eye problems. Prolonged use of the display screens may weaken our eyesight. It can cause an addiction to internet shopping. Online chatting can become addictive. It's a negative effect on the non-health Like, it's not healthy for us. Sitting all day in front of laptops, computers may disturb the body's metabolism. And then we also have the reduction in physical activity. Instead of coming home and doing a 30-minute walk, or taking the kids to the park so they can release some energy, we might just stay home, sit in front of a TV or in front of a phone, and decide that that's better than going out and getting some fresh air. And that sometimes is not good for us. Some of the positive effects that media may have on our children and even on today's society is that it helps in conversations around the world. Data, information can be exchanged easily. Money over messages can be saved by using WhatsApp. Information can be directly sent to large number of people easily. It helps in avoiding boredom. A local business person may expand his business over a website. It helps in maintaining friends and meeting new people. And it even helps people in seeking job offers or uploading resumes. It has its few positives, but it's mainly negatives. There is no doubt that today's youth is fully influenced by technology. But what is technology really doing to our kids? What are we allowing technology to do to our kids, to today's society? Do you think today the 10 is the new 15? Are 10-year-olds looking like 15-year-olds and acting like 15-year-olds? Is it due to media? Access to media seems to accelerate the problem, with more children being aware of and seeking to emulate the grown-up dress behavior and values of teens and young adults on internet, TV, movies, music, print, etc. Like I mentioned it earlier. Teens nowadays look up, because of social media, look up to Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Miley Cyrus, Beyonce. It's women that our kids are looking up to. And maybe that's just causing our kids' behavior to come earlier than it should have to. The next slide shows a graph where it says that it divides between like 6 or 7 categories. That the time spent with media, our kids have between the ages of 0 to 8-year-olds, what the average amount of what they spend on each category, whether it's sitting in front of a TV, reading, listening to music, console video games, computer games, homework. And sadly, most of their time being used is in front of a TV. Second to that comes reading. Third comes listening to music. Console video games and computer games are tied. And homework is the last source. But mainly it's sitting in front of that TV. We need to get our kids away from the TV. Give them time away from the TV. Don't let them just to ignore the fact that we don't have to get home because we're too tired to deal with our kids. It makes it easier for them to just sit in front of a TV and not have to deal with them. don't do that. I suggest parents to go and talk to their kids, see how the school went. Tell them to go and play out to the park, but don't let them sit their majority of their time in front of a TV. What the use of social media is: 93% of teens are active users of the internet. 75% of teens own cell phones. Teens average over 3,000 texts per month. Text messaging has increased most dramatically along with media multitasking. And to end with the presentation, I put a quote by Alex Ohanian. It takes discipline not to let social media steal your time. So with that being said, let's not let media steal our time. We divide the time how we want it. Let's not have media steal our kids' time. We need to have our kids go out, play, be kids at their age. We don't want to have a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old with iPads. I've seen it. I've lived it. It's not something that a 2 or a 3-year-old should have. The next thing we know is we'll have 8-year-olds with cell phones. And we don't want that for our kids. So, like this quote says, do not let social media steal away our time. Do not let social media steal away our kids' time. Because social media, little by little, is changing how this society thinks and how it works. And eventually it's going to change how our kids do. I hope you liked my presentation. I really enjoyed the class and I really learned a lot on my topic, and I hope to take this and use it to better raise my 2-year-old daughter and try to keep her away from the TV and the social media. And I hope to pass this along to my friends and family. And I really do hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.